Before we get into this episode, make sure you're subscribed to our channel. You can hit the notification button so you can get updated weekly on all of our latest content. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, tell us what you want to see next below.
Pregnancy. Today, we are going to discuss all different kinds of random things that I have been experiencing during my third pregnancy. I am no expert on pregnancy, but this is my third baby, so I know a thing or two. I have a couple tricks up my sleeve, and I just wanted to give you guys details. I did kind of a broad episode on pregnancy, and this is more of the micro specifics, okay? So I had the amazing podcast team write up a bunch of questions. Some of the team does not have kids. They're deciding if they want kids. Some of them do have kids, and they just kind of compiled a bunch of little questions. Okay, so the first, and these were the most asked questions about wellness and biohacking. There's not a lot of biohacking that you can do when you're pregnant. You have to get real creative, let me tell you. And Taylor, I apologize in advance if this is going to bore you. He's already asleep. Okay. The first question was, do you modify your cold plunge, red light, or sauna rituals? So I have not cold plunged or sauna in this pregnancy. I've never cold plunged or saunaed in the pregnancy. And the reason that I haven't is because intuitively, I don't feel like that would work for me. I know that a lot of people are like, listen to your doctor. I go a lot off my intuition. Of course, I take what my doctor says. She's incredible. And I also research on what's best, but I also am very intuitive with each of my pregnancies. And to me, cold plunging and saunaing during pregnancy feels really extreme. I'm not saying it hasn't been done. I've seen people cold plunge and sauna. I just feel like I don't want to get my body that cold or that hot. It doesn't feel right at all. And so I've just completely avoided both of those things, and I avoid extreme temperature changes in general. I do, though, still do a freezing cold shower. And how I do that is I dry brush with the Skinny Confidential dry brush, which is my serious best friend during pregnancy because it exfoliates your whole body. And it only takes 3 minutes to see a difference. You feel refreshed and you almost get high, which is a vice during pregnancy to dry brush. You get a little high when you activate your lymphatic system. So I'll dry brush for 3 minutes and then I'll take a freezing cold shower for 3 minutes. And then I'll usually go to warm. Not really hot, but just warm, and finish off with that. And then I'll get out and put body oil all over my body. I've been using Osea's body oil and really loving it. So there's no cold plunge sauna happening right now, but you better bet your ass I can't wait to do it when this baby comes. I think that I will again listen to my body when the baby comes and probably take a break for a couple weeks until I feel, just sturdy within my system to do extreme temperatures. As far as red light, we recently got a light stem red light bed, which is incredible, but I have not tested it out yet because I've been pregnant. So Michael's been using that in the morning, and he's having the time of his life doing the red light bed. There's so many benefits to it, boosting collagen and supporting your immune system and giving you energy. We actually had the founder of Lightstem on the podcast, and he sort of broke it down if you're interested in more of that. But I have been using the red light panel, and I use that on my face, and I have truly used this panel every single day of this pregnancy. It has been a saving grace. And again, that's just my intuition with how I feel. I love meditating when I'm pregnant. I like to connect with the baby. I like to meditate on the birth I want to have. I like to, just take 20 to 25 minutes in the morning to just calm my nervous system for the day. If I have a really busy day, I'm working full time during this pregnancy. I'm probably working more than I ever have out of all 3 of my pregnancies because we have the brand and we have the show, and I have 2 kids now, and that wasn't the case with the other 2 pregnancies. So with this one, I need time to myself to have clarity, and I just want to connect with the baby. and just be still. And so what I've done is I've like habit stacked it. So I will meditate in the morning before my kids get up for like 25 minutes, and I'll put the red light panel over my face. And if I'm having any kind of hormonal acne from pregnancy, I'll switch it to the pink light because that is really helpful for bacteria. And I swear, if you use it on like pimples or blackheads or acne, it works like a charm. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I feel like I have to look it up right now. The pink light, if you are someone who gets pimples easy, and I am not someone who gets pimples easy. I get them during pregnancy. I have other issues like hyperpigmentation, but the pimple thing is so crazy with pink light. I feel like I have to look it up for you. And the light stem, what's really cool about it is you can do either pink or red. Okay, so the pink light, what it does is it's really like rids the bacteria that's responsible for acne breakouts, and it's really anti-inflammatory, and it decreases redness and swelling. So I noticed when I would get like little pimples around my chin, which is hormonal, it would go away in a day from the pink light. So if you're someone who gets acne or pimples, I would definitely recommend looking into pink light. The Lightstem panel that I use is on lightstem.com. I think they gave you guys code Lauryn for 10% off. I love this piece of equipment. I literally travel with it. It's 10 out of 10. If you're looking for a gift, send it to your partner. It's a good one. So that's what I've been doing when it comes to like wellness. And then little wellness things I do. So our light bulbs in our room at night are red light, which is really nice to wind down. I have been taking magnesium water at night. I also have been supplementing, which we'll get into. I am walking every day, which has been really helpful. I try to walk as much as possible. I have yet to find like the most comfortable slide-on shoes. If anyone has slide-on shoes recommendations, that would be great. I found like really good weightlifting shoes that are comfortable, but not like slides. And listen, I don't want to be bending down fucking tying my shoe at 600 months pregnant. Like shaving my legs is a whole to-do. If I can't also be bothered to tie my shoes every time I take a walk. So I'm looking for slides. If anyone has any good ones, DM me, please. Like I want comfortable. I don't care how they look. They could look like clown shoes. I don't care. I just want comfortable. So I'm walking a lot. And then as far as working out, I am weightlifting this pregnancy 4 to 5 times a week. I usually lift heavy 2 of those days. I don't lift as heavy as I did when I was not pregnant, but I lift heavier, if that makes sense. And I work with a trainer to do that because I just don't know enough about how heavy and how much to do. I like to take that pain point out of it. And so a trainer really helps. And then I'll use apps like Pvolve or Melissa Wood Health or Pilates by Bryony. Like I get creative with my time, but I have to move my body. And here's my feeling on the body situation and moving. It's uncomfortable to move your body every day pregnant. It's like you're wearing a 30 to 40 pound vest. It's uncomfortable. You're bloated, you're hormonal, you don't feel like it. It's not like I wake up jumping out of bed, ready to move my body. But here's the other thing. It's uncomfortable to sit around. It's really uncomfortable to sit around. In fact, I think sitting around is almost worse because you get digestion pains and heartburn and you're like trying to get comfortable. So for me, it's like choose your hard. And I think that this applies everywhere in life with anything. It's like if you work 9 to 5 and you are coasting by and you're just being formulaic in your job and you're not really trying hard. And that's hard because in the end, you're not going to be recognized for a raise and you're not going to really be adding value to the company. But it's also hard to work really hard and be disciplined and show up and add value. I always look at things that are uncomfortable and I look at the opposite. Everything is hard. It's just like you pick which hard you want. Do you want to be lazy and not go to the gym? Well, that's going to have consequences. Or do you want to go to the gym and wake up every morning really early and bust your ass? that also has consequences. So with the pregnancy thing, to me, people are like, how are you working out every day? It's like, I just picked the hard and I've committed to that. And I've committed to moving my body every day. And I have to tell you, in my first pregnancy, I did not do that. And it was a fucking nightmare. Like, I gained a ton of weight. I felt horrible. I felt like I was an Oompa Loompa rolling down the street, and it was really hard to recover. And it took me 2 years, and it was not fun. And then with my second pregnancy, I made the commitment to move my body every single day and to lift weights. And it was a completely different recovery. And I'm not just talking about from a weight loss standpoint. I'm talking about from a postpartum standpoint. My first pregnancy was a lot of postpartum depression after it. And my second, I had none. And I really think that's because I did make the commitment to move my body. So if I was giving anyone advice while they're pregnant, the more you move, the better you feel. I also am committing this pregnancy to body work. So lymphatic drainage. I go to Josie. She does lymphatic drainage in Austin. I also have an incredible body worker that's helping me stretch and just with like the muscle pain that comes along with pregnancy. And then I do a lot of fascia stretching, and I've talked to you guys about this a lot. It's been a game changer. I do it at the Road. There's this woman named Kata, and she basically stretches your fascia as you resist. And I can't explain it. You have to try it. But I do it once a week. And I will tell you, I really value my time. I think time is like the main commodity that you have. And this is something that doing an hour a week has changed the way my body moves and functions. And for me to commit to that hour with 2 kids is a little crazy, but it's so essential and so important. And it's helped me with my posture. It's helped me to learn how to carry and like hug the baby in. And I just feel better. So the fascia stretching has been an absolute game changer. What else am I doing wellness wise? I think that I'm drinking a lot of tea, but I don't sleep on coffee. So here's like my 80-20 situation. I do a cup of coffee every single morning. Check with your doctor. This is what works for me. I do it with ice. I do it with milk. And then I don't have coffee for the rest of the day, but I'll do a lot of tea. There's this like rest and digest tea from Dr. S. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce her name, but my friend Rachel from P-Volve recommended this tea, and it's so good to like wind down with. I also am craving all things iced tea. But then at the end of the night, I end every single night with a bowl of cereal. And this is the mixture. If you're pregnant, you got to try this. Shredded wheat. There's a brand called like Mother's that has no artificial sweetener in it. I do shredded wheat, and then on top of it, I do real cereal. It's cornflakes. It's one ingredient. And then I do raw milk on it, and I eat it in bed next to Michael, and I use my stomach as a tray. And it's literally the best part of my day because I can just sit and read my Kindle and eat my cereal. And that has been like a ritual. And I feel like 10 of the pounds on my body right now are from frosted shredded wheat and cornflakes. So I'm definitely like indulging how I want. And then as far as food, I'm still doing my bowl of meat. I try to start with like a bone broth in the morning or a collagen that has protein in it. Then I'll do my coffee, and then I'll do kiwi covered in Zen basil seeds. You got to try Zen basil seeds. They're on Amazon. They're 15 grams of fiber. If girls need a tip on how to move the protein through their body, if you get my drift, you got to try Zen basil seeds. 15 grams of protein. That's so crazy for a tablespoon. I do like 3 tablespoons on my kiwi. And then I will have a lot of eggs. I've been doing a lot of meat, a lot of meat bowls, a lot of raw honey. And usually at night, it's like the bowl of cereal and something like chicken and rice, or I don't know what else, tacos, hamburgers wrapped in lettuce. It's like my typical diet, but the bowl of cereal at night is not. Okay, so supplements. I am doing, let's start with the prenatal. I am doing Ritual Prenatal. This shouldn't surprise anyone because I have taken Ritual Prenatal with all 3 of my pregnancies. And the reason that I like this brand specifically is everything is traceable. So you can go and you can see where everything has come from. Also, we had Gary Brecka on the show. You have to go watch his episode. It's like too intense for me to break it down, but basically he likes a specific methylated form of folate, I think it's called. And Ritual has what he likes, and he's very passionate about that because he thinks if you take the wrong prenatal during pregnancy, it can up your chances of postpartum depression and anxiety. And Ritual hits all the boxes and the bullets that I want, so I can avoid that. Other thing about Ritual, it has omega-3 DHA. So whenever I take omega-3, especially during pregnancy, I want the DHA in it. And so that's why I chose this brand. I also, this is random, like how it tastes during pregnancy. Your smell is crazy. Like, I can smell a fucking Christmas tree in an Uber from a mile away. I can smell when someone's eaten onions. Like, the smell is like out of control. It's like a bloodhound. And the smell of Ritual it's citrusy, so it's not off-putting, and I can take 2 and have no problem at all. It's also non-GMO. A lot of these prenatals on the market are filled with GMOs and like fake shit. And I wanted to be very methodical and thoughtful about the prenatal that I'm going to be taking. If I'm going to commit to a prenatal, it needs to be the right one. This is one of those things too. If you go to their website, you can see the whole breakdown of why they have certain things. Like they pick certain ingredients that up your breast milk if you want to breastfeed. They pick things that are going to give you energy during your pregnancy. Like they literally looked at a woman's pregnancy and they figured out all the pain points and they filled the gaps in those pain points. I was lucky enough to interview the founder, who also is a mom, and she's really thought of everything when it comes to a prenatal. So if you're on the fence about that, that's the one that I like. That is the ride or die that I have loved. And I think you can go on their site, ritual.com, and use code SKINNY, and they give you a discount, which is awesome. And I think what I've noticed most about Ritual is my hair, my skin, my hormones feel good when I'm on this certain prenatal. Pay attention to that. If you're on a prenatal and you're not feeling your best and you're taking the prenatal every single day and it's like helping to nourish your baby, pay attention to how you feel, because not every prenatal will be a fit for you. I know there's so many on the market that I've heard behind the scenes have all kinds of weird shit in it. So Ritual is the one that I like. And then as far as other supplements, I am taking my Fatty 15. You guys know this. There's a whole episode breakdown on Fatty 15 and why I like it if you want to get into that. And then I take amino acids every single day. I do Kion amino acids, the mango, 2 scoops with a scoop of creatine in my water, frothed up with the Skinny Confidential beauty salt. You have to froth this mixture up because it's like 2 scoops of amino acids. And then you have the creatine scoop, and then you have the Skinny Confidential beauty salt. So it's like putting those all together. It needs a frother, but you do that over ice. It's like the best workout cocktail. And it's something I look forward to every single day. I am taking the Skinny Confidential beauty salt every day because I need electrolytes before I have coffee. So that's something I do in the morning before I have my coffee, and then I'll put it into my workout water. And then if I don't have time to do my workout water, or I didn't work out that day, I'll just take one of like Array's Tone gummies because there's creatine in it. So I'm a big creatine fan while pregnant. It's really good for your brain, and it helps with headaches, and it's good for muscle tone, and it supports everything that I'm doing with weightlifting. So that's an important one. And then what other supplements am I taking? I'm also, let me think. I'm doing Symbiotica's squirt bottles. They're red and they're yellow. The red is B12 and the yellow is vitamin D with K2. I love these 2 products from Symbiotica. They're amazing. Sometimes I'll mix like their vitamin C in my water. And then every night I gotta do magnesium. So I'll spray their magnesium spray on my feet. It smells like lavender, so it's just so good. And then I will also do like a magnesium water. but I love magnesium when I'm pregnant because it helps me to sleep. And I swear to God, it helps so much with heartburn. If you have heartburn and you're pregnant, there is this product called, I think it's called like Wonder Belly, and it's a chewable, and it's essentially like a Tum, but with none of the added shit that Tums comes with. So Tums have like artificial flavors and red dyes and blah, 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 blah. This one is like a holistic version of Tums, which I really like. As far as clothes, I'm not going to lie, nothing fits. It's brutal. It's brutal getting dressed. And you know this if you're pregnant. Like it is, I mean, I'm to the point where I'm like, just put me in a huge oversized men's shirt and some bike shorts that lets my stomach breathe. I don't even want to wear a bra at this point. I'm not wearing a bra right now. I had to cover my hair on this episode because it's just uncomfortable. I feel like an old sow. So as far as clothes, the clothes to go with if you're pregnant, in my opinion, is bump suit. It's the most flattering. The founder, Nick, I know her and love her, and she designed every piece of clothing specifically for a pregnant person. And I love their black jumpsuits. I love their cloud lounge set. It's so comfortable. I just love all of their clothes when I'm pregnant. They're the most comfortable and the best that I have found on the market. And then I'll do something where I just make things work. So like we're having a baby shower, Peter Rabbit themed on Easter. My mother-in-law is throwing it for me. And I was like, what am I going to wear? And what I did is I just ordered like 3 sizes up, and then I got it altered. So I got like a caftan so I can let everything, my tits, my stomach, let it all just hang out and be really comfortable. And then you alter it to fit you. And then I just told the woman that helps me with my alterations in Austin, I was like, when I'm not pregnant, can you come back and can we tighten this up? And she's like, no problem. So I think to me, I would rather, if I'm going to dress up, find something in a way larger size, get it altered to fit the pregnancy, and then deal with the aftermath of when I've lost the pregnancy weight of altering it again. I haven't found like a brand where I am like, oh my God, this is so amazing for like a really formal event, like a baby shower or a luncheon. So I go big on the clothes and then I tighten it in. And the caftan that I got, I'm very excited about. It's like very Patricia from Southern Charm. So that's what I'm doing for the baby shower. Shoes are a fucking nightmare. Again, we talked about this. I think I'm just going to brave high heel shoes for one day and sit down. But it's not a joke. I think the most flattering thing to do, though, if you're in a pinch, is like do a bump suit situation, like a dress or a jumpsuit in black, and then wear like a long trench or a button up over that. And I feel like that's the most flattering way to go. For me, I'm not doing like tons of prints or anything crazy. I'm just trying to drag my ass to the finish line, if you know what I mean.
Quick break to talk about Square. One of the very first things I noticed about Square was just how easy it is to use, and for anyone. Whether you're running a business, working a farmer's market, doing a side hustle, building an online shop, Square helps make all of this possible. So if you're looking to figure out a way to seamlessly take payments, build layers into your business that are easy to use not only for you, but for your customers, Square has you covered. I love how flexible it is as well. I've seen it work seamlessly for all kinds of businesses, whether it's a small boutique, a pop-up, art gallery, weekend market stall, food truck, or even yoga studio. Square adjusts to what you need, and it also gives you the ability to either sell in person or online from one location or several. It's built to move with you and adapt as your business grows and scale with you. So like I said, whether you're in person or expanding online, Square makes it simple to set up a store in just a few minutes. It's perfect for those looking to expand beyond brick and mortar. What's great about it as well is Square supports all major credit cards and payment methods, including contactless options like Apple Pay and Google Pay. Checkout is fast and easy for your customers. Lauren and I go to the farmer's market every single weekend, and we have friends that have shops there. And what I love is I could just bring my phone with me, no wallet, tap it onto the Square platform, and boom, I'm done. I'm paid. It's integrated with all my credit cards and payment platforms, and I don't even have to think about it. And like I mentioned earlier, Square is designed for businesses at every stage. Whether you're just getting started or looking to grow, it gives you the tools to do both without making things more complicated than they need to be. So check them out. Square keeps up so you don't have to slow down. Get everything you need to run and grow your business without any long-term commitments. And why wait? Right now you can get up to $200 off Square hardware at square.com/go/skinny. That's SQUARE.com/GO/skinny. Run your business smarter with Square. Get started today.
All right, let's talk about formula. So Bobbi, it's not just another formula, it's a movement. This is a really, really cool company. It's the world's first USDA organic whole milk infant formula, and it's manufactured right here in the United States. So I had the opportunity of interviewing the founder of Bobbi, and that industry is just wild. You really have to do your research. Bobbi is clean label certified, and it's trusted by 500,000 parents nationwide. I personally think that when you are picking a formula, it's important to look into it. This formula has had 3 years of research. It has had testing, retesting, and it's led by a mom who really, really cares. So if you're looking for a brand that's by a mom who wanted something better for her babies and yours, you got to check this out. Their ingredients meet the strictest organic standards in the world. Everyone is talking about this company too behind the scenes. Like I hear about it from everyone. I personally like that their manufacturing facility is in Ohio. You know where it's coming from. And it's really a premium recipe. If you're looking for a formula, you have to check out Bobbi. They really support the whole feeding journey. They even have DHA to support brain development, which is crucial in the first year of life. And they gave you a code exclusively for our Him and Her listeners. Bobbi is offering an additional 10% off on your purchase with code SKINNY. Visit hibobbi.com for more details. That's HIBOBBIE.com. The Skinny Confidential's Memorial Day sale is here. And what I would recommend that you get is so obvious. It's the caffeinated sunscreen. This is the sunscreen that I use under my makeup. It does not pile, which is amazing. But most importantly, the caffeine does something to the texture of the skin. Like it tightens your skin. I've been using caffeinated sunscreen for like 12 years. And the reason I use it is because it tightens the pores. And then you also get the sun protection. How I use this is I use a damp beauty blender. So I take the damp beauty blender and then I'll do a bunch of squeezes of the caffeinated sunscreen on the damp beauty blender. And then I'll put it over my skincare and I am ready to go. I use this caffeinated sunscreen as like a tint during the day. I'm not a big makeup wearer unless I am working. I don't like to wear makeup. And this caffeinated sunscreen just gives me like a nice even skin tone. So that's what I would get on the sale. It's 20% off. You can also go on there and grab the facial massager if you want to contour your face. You can get the butter brush if you want to do what I'm doing and really activate the lymphatic system. I use my dry brush for cellulite. Like I use it during pregnancy, specifically on the backs of my legs to activate like the lymph and really get blood flow going. And then you can get the mouth tape and the beauty salt. Those are some of my favorites. You can go to shopskinnyconfidential.com. It's the Memorial Day sale and it's now through Monday, May 26th. So you can shop 20% off your favorite TSC products. We don't do a lot of sales, so go shop and get all your goodies. Stock up. shopskinnyconfidential.com. Beauty tips. So obviously I, try to focus on as clean as possible, but I'm not perfect. And I'm not here to like fear monger people about what products they use. I am very 80-20 with my approach, but the 80% that I commit to, I commit. So I go hard. So what I've done with the skincare products is I am doing a lot of holistic-y brands. So a lot of Osea, body oil, face oil. I like their spray. And then for mist, I usually grab Primally Pure. I love their mist. And I think if you wear mouth tape at night, like I do every single night, to take it off with Primally Pure's plumping mist is the best. It comes off like a dream. So you're not pulling your skin. And I also love Agent Nature. I love their serums. I love her eye serum. I just think she does a really good job at making beautiful products that are simple. And I've used that the whole pregnancy. And then for the 20%, I still use like SkinCeuticals vitamin C or like a Dr. Dennis moisturizer underneath my makeup or an Epicurean colostrum. I use a lot of the Skinny Confidential depuffing oil when I'm doing massage. That's typically all I massage my face with. And then I'm using, and I've used this every single day, the brow peptide. I'm obsessed with the brow peptide to grow my lashes. This is such a great pregnancy product because you can put it on your lashes and your brows. I use this after my skincare in the morning and the skincare at night. And this is like the product that we have that I swear by. So it's organic castor oil. It's pure. And then we added a peptide to it. So it's really simple. And I just feel like it's clean, so I can use it twice a day and not have to worry about it. I've gone through so many bottles of that. I am mouth taping every night. I will not live without mouth taping. You know, it's changed my life, like by far. As far as makeup products, I would say that's in the 20% category. Like, I love Lawless. I think she has a really clean line, so I try to focus on that. I love her lip gloss. She has like a Sweet Daisy lip balm that's amazing. And then her foundation is great, but like sometimes we're mixing in some NARS. Do you know what I mean? And here's the thing, and here's how I feel about makeup. And I don't feel like I show this enough, so I'll expose this. I do not like to wear makeup when I am not working. If you see me at the farmer's market, I'm not wearing makeup. I'm wearing the caffeinated tinted sunscreen, Skinny Confidential one, and that's it with my skincare. I don't want to be bothered. I call it going through the car wash when I get glam. Like, I don't want to be bothered with a ton of foundation and bronzer and like blush on days that I'm off. So if you see me out and about, I am not wearing makeup. If you see me at work and when I'm podcasting and when I'm on, I have full glam. So it's very like all or nothing. So on days off or days when I'm in the office with the team, it's literally skincare and caffeinated sunscreen. And then days that I am on the show or performing or on stage for something, or like if I'm speaking at like a conference or something, I'm wearing full makeup. So I think about it like this. If I'm going to go so hard with the glam when I'm wearing it, then I'm going to go with a completely different approach when I'm off. I like to be natural at home. And I just feel like there's no point to do full makeup and like mascara and all that shit when I'm off. I don't want to be bothered with it. So that's how I think about pregnancy beauty routine too. It's like, what days can I get away with no makeup and just like skincare? Okay. How do you feel confident and sexy when your body's changing? Listen, I feel like you could be simultaneously grateful that you're pregnant, but also it's not that fun to watch my body, at least, grow and grow and grow. I love the baby part. I love growing the baby. I'm obsessed with having the baby, but I'm not obsessed with not being able to fit in my pants. It's not the sexiest stage, let's put it that way. And I still am someone who likes to have sex during pregnancy. Sorry, Taylor, cover your ears. I'm a sexual person and I'm sexual with my husband. And like, I still need that element. Like, I'm not someone that could go without sex for 9 months. Fuck no. So sex is still important, but like, let's be honest, when I'm on top of Michael, it looks like the girl from Road Trip on top of that really skinny guy. Like, it literally, Michael like can't breathe. Michael is like holding on for dear life and I'm, you know, on top of him, like that Road Trip scene. It feels intense. So I think the confidence part, like I think I am a confident person. I would like to think I am, but it's definitely not the most attractive I've ever felt in my life. And I think it's okay to be honest about that. And if it's not, this is not the podcast for you. 5 non-negotiables for thriving during pregnancy. Number 1, you have to get the worm. The worm that I have is from this company called Yana. It's YANA. I'll post it on my Instagram. It's a worm. It's huge. It is like half, I want to say like silk or like something so comfortable, and it's changed my heartburn. That's number 1. The second one, ritual prenatal. Can't go wrong with that. That's something that I feel like nourishes your body with all the right things that you need. And most importantly, it has omega 3 DHA, it has vitamin D, and it has things that support your milk if you want to breastfeed. So that's number 2. Number 3, this is random, but I put EMF protectors all over my phones, my iPads. Any technology has EMF protectors. I think that's a good one to invest in when you do get pregnant. And I also have told our team who's with me right now that they have to get Defender shields, which are these like little shields that you put underneath your laptop so they're not sitting on your vagina. Defender shields, you got to get those. So I'm all about the EMF protection right now. Number 4, I'm going to say cereal. Sorry. Cereal. If I didn't have cereal this pregnancy, I would be like really upset. Cereal is really important to me. And for some reason, at the end of the day, after I've carried around all this weight, there's something so calm and nice about sitting in bed and having cereal. And then the last pregnancy, a non-negotiable, would be my Kindle, because I have never read more during pregnancy. Like there's something about reading and I'm such a big reader, but then when I'm pregnant, it's like 2 hours a day. So I have to have a Kindle. Right now I'm reading How to Giggle by the Giggly Squad, and also a book called Say Anything. And both are really good. I highly recommend it. And then for a bonus, because I have to, that red light panel is definitely a pregnancy non-negotiable. It's just so nice to start your morning with, and I feel like it gives you a little vice during pregnancy. So that's the episode. If you guys like this, I'll do more like niche episodes that are focused in on wellness, health, diet. But I think for me, I want to keep the content multifaceted. I don't want to just come in here with so much overwhelming pregnancy talk, especially when some of you aren't pregnant. So you'll continue to get the well-rounded content with a drop here or there of pregnancy tips. Let me know if you guys have any questions. DM me all your comfortable shoes on Instagram, please. Like, I could use all the help I can get. And thank you so much for listening. I'll see you next time.